That's right, Chris. No officers hurt, which of course is good news, but unfortunately someone was killed out here. It happened around 1:30 this afternoon. Let me step out of the way and give you a live look here at the scene. We're being kept at a distance. You'll notice a bunch of investigators down at the end of this gravel lot discussing what happened here about 2.5 hours ago. Again, this all unfolded around 1:30 this afternoon. Reports of an armed person on the south side of Seaside, more specifically along Avenue P right off of Highway 101. As soon as officers arrived, within moments, there was some sort of confrontation with that armed individual, and shots were fired, and that person was killed. A lot of unanswered questions at this point. You know, what was this confrontation all about? Who fired the shots? Was it just officers? Was it the suspect as well? A lot of questions that we want to get answered here and hope to very soon. We can tell you that the Clatsop County Major Crimes Team is out here and they'll lead this investigation since it involves the Seaside Police Department. It is worth mentioning there is a bit of a slowdown on Highway 101 because of this investigation, but other than that, not a huge traffic impact at this point. But again, an armed person shot and killed by Seaside Police about 2.5 hours ago. We arrived on scene just about 5 minutes ago. As we get more information, we'll be sure to pass it along on air and online. For now, back to you in Portland.